Good morning, sunshine. I hope that this finds you well. And if you're watching this for January 1st, 2021, Happy New Year's. I hope that you had a wonderful New Year's Eve. I hope that you didn't get too crazy. And I hope that you are waking up feeling less than awful. We all know how New Year's can be. So this is your daily insight on life and love. And it's also timeless. So I know that it's for New Year's Day. But again, if you're watching this at any point in time, it could be relevant in your life. What I'm seeing here with Rider-Waite is the temporary, incredulous upsets and setbacks and the frustrations and the, oh my God, here we go again. I'm done with it. Whatever this complete halt in your life is, whatever this complete disempowering rejection feeling that's going on, where it's a complete pivot in another direction, hitting you out of left field, I want you to know it's actually going to end up being good. I know. What the heck? I'm not even sure why, but this is saying, hang on. This redirection, this ripping this candy out of your hand, thinking that this was going to be a fresh new start. No. You got to get some closure off of this last year. Let's just think, 2020, ouch. Some people had an amazing, fruitful year, absolutely, without question. But if we look at it as a whole, what was that? So you can't just walk away from that and be like, oh, well, New Year's resolution. It's not going to work like that anymore. I really see that this is something where there needs to be some sort of, I feel like you are standing up to something. I feel like you're kind of beating the devil out of your life in a way, some sort of tyrant type overwhelming power that's kept you in this ball. I see that this is going to be something that you kind of square up to it. And that's my favorite thing with nightmares. When you stand up against a nightmare, you see it for the little, oh God, how can I censor this? The little bee that it is. I'm really trying to censor here. But yeah, I see that you are overthrowing some sort of pain in the butt power in your life. So, like I told you a moment ago, what seems to be an absolute show an excrement show. Oh, I'm going to get creative with this. What seems to be a show of excrements is actually going to be something that is just what you need to get the ball rolling. The new year isn't starting at the new year with you. This is going to be rolling into the new year, and it's probably going to take into effect in the next week or so, or wherever you're watching this from. So I love it. I can dig it. I'm glad that we're getting rid of Tweedledum and Tweedledee over here. Seriously, we couldn't have this energy enough in the last year. So, going into the mini reads. Oh yeah, if you're new to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, like somewhere over here. Go ahead, knock yourselves out. Also, there's a thumbs up. From what I hear, legends say it likes to be, pushed. Push that thumbs up. Oh, man. All right, so let's see. What from the mini reads? A lot of it was geared towards relationships. And I had just posted a message to the Divine Feminines because those who identify as the Divine Feminine have been seeing lots of numeristic or numerology signs and synchronicity. So I just thought I'd make a video on that. And I've been pulled to do a Divine Masculine. So stay tuned for that bad boy. All right, going into the mini reads. Divine Magic and Dream Big. You are literally using where you are right now as a launching point and breaking out of some really outdated control system and tradition. And you want to know what I hate about tradition? It is peer pressure by dead people. We don't need it. We're entering into the age of Aquarius. We don't need old traditional stuff. I mean, I love some traditions as much as the next person. However, we can't force ourselves to remain the same. We're evolving. Our value system is evolving. So really, it's getting right in your face. And this kind of breaking free is something that is taking a lot of the pressure off of your heart. It really is. Whatever the heart center is. A lot of you guys have been experiencing the blocked heart chakra. And I heard this sound frequency the other night that was absolutely moving. I didn't even know what it was at first, but it played. It was on TikTok. And it just completely moved me. So if you have the ability to do so, look through YouTube and see what heart sound frequencies are catalysts for healing. What I'm seeing here is life as we're rolling into the new year. Probably not today, but rolling into the new year. It's going to be something where this sense of tranquility and calm engulf us. And let's see, this is where we really get into the passive manifestation state. I know that this has been a buzzword. I know that you're probably tired of hearing about it, but it doesn't take away from the importance of the time. What we are looking at is absolutely a time to let your mind drift and wander and follow it along and see where it's going, see what it pays attention to. This is actually an amazing time where we can guard our thoughts and our minds. If you find yourself drifting off towards something that doesn't feel so fruitful for you, or is in fact something a little bit more upsetting, this is where you really get to stand in between your filter, your mind, and whatever the thought process that's coming in. It's really being the guard at the gate. And I can't love it enough. It's, get to the back of the line. And you want to know what? That line never gets inside. Isn't that great? All right, so what are we breaking into? I'm not being pulled to use the other mini reads just yet, but I'm going to keep them out just in case. So what are you breaking free of it? When I looked at the beginning of the reading, it did look like some sort of tyrant type energy, and I'm not going to get into politics. It feels more personal than anything. So that's where you're going. Just don't fight in the comments, please. Let's see. Why? What is the why? I'm still being pulled to this, so give me the why. Protection and tranquility. Speak softly and carry a big stick. It really gets as simple as that. You're not going to fight. You're not going to have a power trip. You're going to stand your ground. You're going to protect what is your integrity, your morals, your values, whatever you want to call it. You're going to protect what your heart calls out as yours. And I love it. And I feel like, okay, this is something that you've been requiring for a while. Nothing has really showed up in the way that you deemed necessary. So now, if you want something to show up in some sort of fashion, it's got to come from you. And don't worry about where this is leading you down the road. It keeps telling you to be in this now moment. Act in the moment. Don't act out of your head. Don't act out of fear. Don't let it be a trigger for you. Stand in your peace. And if they want to fight, then you're going to give them a peace. That's all I'm saying. Of course, I'm not condoning violence. Alrighty, you. Okay, so something about this right here. Make a wish. What about it? Synchronicity, like I was talking about just a moment ago. Spoke with a lot of people who identify more in the feminine state. It doesn't matter the gender, but a lot of you have been seeing, I even mentioned this numerous times, the numbers 1138. There's obviously the 777s, 444s, and then we have 1111, the classic, which I don't know about you, but I'm so tired of seeing 1111. It's like it's lost its luster. What have you seen so much and everybody's talked about where it's like, yeah, what now? It can be important, but does that mean that we're starting to take it for granted? All right. So, oh God, of course this would be an awesome segue into one of the mini reads. Jeez, I'm a pro. All right, you. Because we can't seem to get enough. All right. Something is coming into your peripherals that I don't think you would have looked twice at before. But now, what I'm seeing here is the opportunity to start something new in a different section. This could be a partnership. It could be a business opportunity. But I see that in your the absence of seeking, because, clearly at some point, most of us have, just stopped looking for something and started finding it within ourselves. The moment that you stop looking, something is showing up. Now, this can be a soul connection. It doesn't have to be romantic. It's a different relationship dynamic that is coming into play, and you can take it as slow as you need to, baby. There's a level of guilt in this one because it feels like you're moving on from something that you've held dear to yourself for a very long time. And I think that this came up in the December 31st reading with hanging on to ideals. So if that is the case, go ahead and go back, check out December 31st, 2020's reading. But I see that this is going to be something that needs to maintain a memory. There's something about the old connection that you have outgrown that isn't really fitting this dynamic right now. And what I see in here is absolutely, without question, worth investigating. It's not ensuring a romantic connection. It's definitely ensuring some sort of a spiritual connection and understanding. And this awesome, unique dynamic that I don't really see being something that flounders right off the bat. So this is what we are looking at right here. Oh, you. Let's see. Oh, yep. This was so funny because you want to know what came out? No, I'm just going to cut it out like this. No. Why do I always have to start over? Why am I here again? Listen, you're not at the beginning, my friend. You're not having that kind of a start over. Spirit is telling you, please stop dwelling in the past and stop fearing the future, thinking that something is just going to be out of your grasp. Again, that's not it at all. What I'm seeing here is, first off, yes, you're in a new phase, but you are not really fully integrated in it yet. It's so funny because we do think this new year, new you. You're not that different. You have gone through massive ascension. I will totally give you that. But it's not black and white. It's gray. And you are in the fuzz going from one direction to another. And it's not as drastic as you would have assumed. Spirit is telling you, be in this moment, act in the moment. And for the love of God, hear what I'm telling you and inspiring you with. When I say jump, you jump. Don't overthink this. You want something that can run alongside you on the road. See, fastest, I think, land animal. The cheetah, I think it goes like, 70 miles an hour? It can go up to speed 70 miles an hour. This is something that can keep up with you. And I think that it's going to be fun. It's going to be rejuvenating. And this is definitely soulmate material. If this is a life situation, it is definitely soul purpose. But look, why are you being so hard on yourself? You're not going around in circles. Have you not looked back at the last year or even, no, I really feel like it was a year. And have you not seen how you have, just as a person, mentally and emotionally ascended? Forget the spiritual aspect of it, but do you not see how much you've grown over the last year? This is absolutely ascension. This is Spirit's gift to you for being the perseverant babe that you are. I don't care what your gender is. I was going to say something else, but again, I'm trying so hard not to swear so much on my channel. It's difficult. All right. So this could be very, very, very fulfilling in a totally different way. You're not starting over. You're just starting something new. And there is a difference. If you can believe that one, there is a difference. The never-ending story is you, and it's actually hitting you in the insecurities of, is this going to just flatline again? You can't hold an old scenario to this new thing that's going on. And even if this doesn't last forever, this is something that can keep up with you and that has a beautiful long-term lesson to behold in your life. It's definitely something that is changing your life. I feel like it's for the better, and I feel like it's integrating who this new version of yourself is or in becoming. So the message in the bottle, again, I feel like Spirit is getting and squaring off right in your face, telling you the what's up. Like, can you hear me? Shut up and listen. It's obnoxious, but you want to know what? So are we. This is what we're looking at. All right, my dearest. So if you stay on this path, what does the next 6 months in this direction look like for you? Getting pulled to the Wisdom of the Oracle. Wouldn't you know it? Truth be told, never-ending story. You're not going to get the closure that you want or need. It's not going to happen. You got to be okay with yourself. The difficult thing for you over the next 6 months is the feeling that you didn't get closure. Closure happens with you. You may not be able to physically say the words to whoever or whatever you had to really just put on the back burner. And this is saying, please be in your truth in the moment. If you're having an insecurity with it over the next few months, this is something where you got to get to the bottom of it, because it is very much an attachment to this idea, whether it's a person or a situation, and you are preventing yourself from moving on and being authentically happy. But Spirit, is there any way for the viewer to avoid this? Look at your foundation. I'm not seeing the cracks in it. I'm just seeing, look at what you are leaping off of. What made this? This is telling you to sit quietly for a little bit and observe your heart, observe your inner workings, and see exactly what your connection is and why the connection is, because it is very much an attachment. So if your foundation is built on attachments, you are doomed to repeat that with any other person. But if you can acknowledge that something was an unhealthy connection to a person, that it's going to take consistency and support to break away from that, then we have this newfound sense of happiness, which is not nearly as complicated as we have made it out to be our entire lives, where it's like this dramatic movie. By the way, that brings me automatically, mentally, to that movie Runaway Bride. You know, that song in the beginning of it, Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For by U2? That has been a synchronistic song for decades in my life. You know, think about that when you are thinking about a connection with a person, and then something like that happens. It's like, oh crap. You can literally set yourself up to filter out those things, and it's really, in that way, a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you realize your power in that, that's when you get to really test the magic of yourself and what you can create. So if you want to dwell on the past, you are doomed to recreate the past. This is where you got to do that introspection, sit with it for a minute, transmute it, and then let it be part of your story, but don't let it dictate your story. So this is what we're looking at right here. So to look inside, sit for a minute is a great way to avoid this. And if you do that, then we have what seems to be an unserendipitous event be one of the most serendipitous events in your life. It is that hidden nugget that you never saw coming. Stop it with all these conditions for, you know, it's never going to be a perfect condition. You know that, right? Got to be a little bit more flexible. So look, you know something's coming, but look, it's not going to have every hair in the right place. It's not going to have every little word lined up like you would think. It could be as clumsy or completely flawed as possible. It's still a hidden gem, whether it's a person or a life situation. So, my dear, let's get out of our own heads. The knot for you right now is do not stick with something that is not meant for you. That made a grand appearance to me before I shuffled it in. And also, you're way too much in your head with this. So Spirit is urging you to sit down, shut up, and be with yourself for 5 solid seconds. What is the archetype for this, my dear? No, I'm still being pulled to the Wisdom of the Oracle. So if they do the work to avoid that emotional battle, what would the likely outcome be on that bad boy? Okay. It would be the long-term thing. It would be going the distance. It would be something that keeps up with you. you wouldn't run out of time. You can't screw this up. The thing is, it's all divine timing. You can't screw up divine timing. It's divine, it's timing, and it's kind of a little bit overpowering in your, you know, there's divine will, free will. Guess what? One wins out. And I feel like you've already given up to spirit to override any sort of what you perceived of movements. So look at this. Spirit is intervening, and it's going to make this happen. You are the co-creator with spirit. You said yes to the journey, and now it's going to force you to sit on your tokus, figure yourself out, and then go with something that can keep up with you. So whatever that may be, it's going to be worth your while. And, well, I'll just say again, it's divine. So, archetype that you will be working with. Do I want to do that? No, wait. Oh, okay, so being pulled to the regular Rider Waite and wants to give you the final message for the New Year's Day, or wherever you're watching this in time. Of course, be a fool about life, baby. It's only gonna get more wild. Wake up. It's gonna work. You're gonna be happy. You're gonna get rid of self-restrictions and limitations. Your nerves are not going to be a shot, and guess what? When you get out of your own way, it's all going to be made in a way. I love it. So I hope that this finds you well. I hope that you enjoyed your New Year's Eve. I hope that your head's not pounding right now. And, well, here's to some sort of new start. Let's rock it. I hope that you have an amazing day. Know that this does not end at midnight. It's a projection of the future. So until next time, stay safe, have fun, and know that you are greatly loved and appreciated. Have a good one, love. Bye. I know that you feel like you're repeating the same scenarios in relationships, something that you can't quite escape. Spirit is telling you don't put your head there. It's really not that. First off, you see right through a lot. You see through a lot of red flags. This is not only an opportunity to go a different route, but also see that, okay, maybe there might be something different to a relationship. You are having a total do-over in the relationship field. So what are your priorities? How is this going to go the distance? Spirit is telling you, be in the moment with this. Don't dwell in a future that is only coming into being right now. Be in this moment. And also, let's see. No, it's really in your face about it. This is a new life. It's going to take time to acclimate to it. That ding might be validation for you. This is new. It has to be treated as new. Take it moment by moment and feel it out. I think you'll enjoy it. Stay safe, have fun. Something's tagging your interest. So what have you stumbled across? Has somebody reached out to you via email? Have you come across somebody new? I see you teeter-tottering on this idea of maybe trying something new with somebody else. And this, I think that you're stuck on the past. I think that you're trying to move beyond it. I think that you're still stuck though. So the spiritual growth is, what are you going to do with it? How is this going to change an already established connection in your life? What do you want to do with this one? Go ahead and check out the other mini read, because this one is talking about, well, being in the moment with it. This is also fresh. So I hope that this made sense, and really, don't hold yourself back. So, see you next time. I think all around you're just really ready to move on to the next step of your life. I'm recording this around New Year's 2021. This is what we're looking at right now. It really does make sense with trying something new and going in a different way and really working on healing. New beginning, new you. It's not really a new you, it's an experienced you. The divine magic is you breaking beyond your barriers, your four walls, and breaking out of your conditioning and really just going in another way. This is going to usher in a lot of heart healing. I think you're going to learn to enjoy something completely out of left field. And this is a new calming sensation that is really being brought over your life. And all the craziness and all the chaos, I still see relaxation, help and hope and perseverance overlapping. And I think that it's giving you an even bigger platform to work with as far as your life goes. So I can't wait to see what happens. But talk to you soon. Stay safe, have fun.